I'm going to show you how to decorate a gift box. You will need, obviously, the gift that you're going to be wrapping, um, wrapping paper of any kind. This is what I used. Um, you need ribbon to decorate it. I have two different kinds of ribbon. You will need tape, and you will need scissors. The only time I really like to go all out on decorating is Christmas. So you obviously see that I'm using Christmas. Um, Birthdays is more. I decorate, but not as much. My mom always over decorated for Christmas. Her apartment is completely Christmas year round. So it's kind of one of my favorite holidays, I think, because of her. So let's get to wrapping. So I have already cut the paper to fit this particular box. So I usually center as much as I can in the paper, and for the sides I have it go almost to the top of the box. So you make sure that it will cover both sides when you do fold the sides. I usually go over the top, grab the other side, and kind of hold the box and pull to make it extremely tight. And grab some tape just to secure it to the box. Then I grab the other side. Again, make sure it's still nice and tight so it's a clean looking present. Fold over the edge to make a seam so it looks completely perfect. I like to have the actual seam of the wrapping in the center, as close to the center of the bottom of the box as possible. Again, a couple pieces of tape. And I go over to the sides. I like to fold down the top part and make a seam on each side. And then fold over and make a seam at the bottom as well. Little tip I have is I do a little cheating to hold it for me. Put a little piece of tape there so now it stays secure. Grab another piece for the other side. Do the same thing. And then make that seam down here. And again, another piece of tape. And it kind of holds everything together now there. Grab another piece for the bottom when you lift up the bottom. And I do fold over so it's a nice little flat area. So it's, again, towards the middle of the side of the box. And go over to the other side and do the exact same thing. This side's a little easier because you can flip it like this. So it's a little easier to work with. And again, just fold over the sides, make the seam, a little piece of tape to help secure it. And then the other side. And again, another little piece of tape. And again, bring up that piece and make a seam so it's nice and flat right in the center. And that is the completed wrapping part of it. This is kind of the fun part, but a little harder. To decorate, I have this glitter ribbon. Doesn't have any wires or anything in it, but it's just to give you a heads up. The glitter goes everywhere. So you're going to start on the top end, so you're going to flip it over. And I'm going to do it a little off center. I'm not going to do it right in the center of the box. I'm going to actually have it up in one of the top corners. So I have it angled a little further down on the box. So you're going to go up and angle it again on the side. So the side that you want it on, you would put it on. And you cross it over. And make sure that the glitter side is still upright. I kind of adjust the ribbon at the twist point so all the glitter is facing upward. And hold it as tight as possible. And then flip back over. And at this point here, you notice I'm at the top corner. So at this point I'm going to twist it, but then tuck it under the first one. And again with the other one, tuck it under the first one. And then tie it to secure it to itself. I'm going to leave the excess for now. I may cut it, I may not, depending on how it looks. Now I'm going to go to the other ribbon. The other ribbon I chose is a bigger ribbon, but it also has wire in it. So you can manipulate the ribbon to do kind of whatever you want. So like when you go to do a bow, I mean, you can manipulate it however you want. Flat, pointy, you could even make it little ridges on the side so it's a little bit different than others. I'm just going to go with the basic bow. So you kind of just pinch it together. Also, because this one is the same color on both sides, some of the ribbons with wires are different on both sides. So sometimes you would have to twist the ribbon to get the print or the color you want on the same side. But with this one, I don't have to twist because it is the same size, same color on both sides. You just keep making loops and pinching it together. And making loop and pinch it together. It's a little hard because you're holding with I'm only holding with 2 fingers. But I've also been doing this for many years. My mom taught me this. I think I was before I was even a teenager, and my first job was at a craft store, and this is all I made was bows. So I kind of love doing it. Okay, so I made 3 loops on both sides. Excuse me. I would like to make little tails to kind of hang down. So what I do is I take however long I want the tail to be and then fold the ribbon in half. So I have a little extra. So I'll actually just make the whole thing and then cut off the ends where I need to. And you just flip it around like you're making one big loop at the bottom. And then I have a little more of that glitter ribbon. So I'm going to wrap it around the bow to be able to tie it. So I can actually tie it to the ribbon that I have on the box itself. This part's a little tricky. Best bet is to get it kind of as tight as possible where you're holding the part that's being tied so it holds everything together. And I kind of twist a little bit, and that holds so I'm able to tie. And you just tie it in a knot so it stays secure. I love working with ribbon with wire in it because you can manipulate it however you want. And at this point, you would now tie it. This is tricky, but pretty easy. Tie it to the part you've already attached. So you just crisscross it over it. I usually kind of go up and under the bow and just tie a knot. So at this point, that's what it looks like, but it's got this big loop on it. So what I'm going to do is where I want it, I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to cut it at an angle. And another tip, have sharp scissors. Makes it a lot easier. These aren't as sharp. And then after I cut this, I'm gonna move the bow around and kind of fix it, and you could kind of pull at it and fix it so the way you want it. You can take this and push it back there, put this one up here, make this one down here, so you're kind of fluffing it out a little bit to make it look even prettier than it was. And I'm actually going to kind of leave the gold extra pieces because it kind of brings sparkle everywhere. So that is my finished piece. I love doing it. So if you have any comments or questions for me, please leave them and I will try to answer them. Thank you and have a great day.